Imagine boarding what you think will be the cruise of a lifetime, only to receive an urgent warning that could change everything. That's exactly what happened to hundreds of Carnival Pride passengers who were about to embark on their dream vacation to Greenland and Canada. What they discovered just hours before departure has left the cruise industry buzzing and passengers worldwide questioning their own upcoming voyages. The moment Carnival Pride passengers received that email notification, hearts began racing. The subject line alone was enough to send chills down anyone's spine, especially when you consider the dark maritime history that haunts every cruise ship venturing into icy waters. We all know what happened to the Titanic, and while modern technology has advanced dramatically since that tragic night in 1912, the ocean remains an unpredictable and potentially deadly force that demands respect and caution. Captain Vito Giacalone and his crew aboard Carnival Pride were preparing for what should have been a routine departure from Baltimore on May 25th, when weather monitoring systems began detecting something alarming along their intended route. The 14-day Greenland and Canada cruise, marketed as one of Carnival's premium Carnival Journey sailings, was about to face conditions that even experienced maritime professionals take seriously. This wasn't just another weather advisory. This was a legitimate threat that could derail an entire voyage and potentially put thousands of lives at risk. The official communication from Carnival Cruise Line didn't mince words about the severity of the situation they were facing. Sea ice conditions along their planned route had reached levels that demanded immediate attention and careful consideration of alternative options. The presence of significant sea ice in the waters they needed to navigate wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a genuine safety concern that required expert navigation skills and potentially life-altering decisions about their itinerary. What makes this situation particularly nerve-wracking is the unpredictable nature of sea ice formations in the North Atlantic and Arctic regions. Unlike typical weather patterns that can be forecasted with reasonable accuracy, ice formations can shift dramatically within hours, creating obstacles that weren't there the day before or opening passages that seemed impossible to navigate. This dynamic environment means that even the most experienced captains must remain constantly vigilant and prepared to make split-second decisions that could mean the difference between a successful voyage and a maritime disaster. Carnival's Fleet Operations Center had been working around the clock, monitoring real-time sea conditions and weather forecasts for the region, coordinating with Captain Giacalone to ensure they had the most up-to-date information available. The cruise line wasn't taking any chances with passenger safety, bringing aboard experienced local pilots from Greenland who possess intimate knowledge of these treacherous waters and can provide guidance that could prove invaluable when navigating through ice-filled passages. The tension among passengers was palpable as they processed this unexpected development. Many had spent months or even years planning and saving for this once-in-a-lifetime adventure to one of the world's most remote and spectacular destinations. The thought of potential itinerary changes or canceled port visits was devastating for travelers who had dreamed of setting foot on Greenland's pristine shores and experiencing its breathtaking landscapes firsthand. Carnival brand ambassador John Heald attempted to reassure concerned passengers through his popular Facebook platform, emphasizing Captain Vita's exceptional experience and unwavering commitment to passenger safety. However, his words also carried an ominous undertone, acknowledging that the captain would never compromise the ship's safety, regardless of passenger expectations or disappointment. This sobering reminder that nature ultimately controls their destiny added another layer of anxiety to an already stressful situation. Previous passengers who had sailed similar routes with Captain Vito shared their own harrowing experiences, describing fog-bound conditions that prevented shore excursions and ice formations that made certain destinations completely inaccessible. Their stories, while meant to be encouraging, painted a vivid picture of the challenges and uncertainties that come with expedition-style cruising in some of the world's most unforgiving environments. The reality of modern cruise travel is that despite all our technological advances and safety protocols, we remain at the mercy of natural forces that can change without warning. Weather systems, ice formations, and ocean conditions can transform a dream vacation into a test of endurance and adaptability. Passengers must be prepared, not just for the adventure they've planned, but for the unexpected challenges that could arise at any moment during their journey. What's particularly concerning about this situation is how it highlights the inherent risks associated with cruise travel to remote destinations. While cruise lines market these expeditions as safe and comfortable ways to explore otherwise inaccessible locations, the reality is that venturing into polar regions and remote waters carries risks that simply don't exist on traditional Caribbean or Mediterranean cruises. The combination of extreme weather, limited rescue options, and challenging navigation conditions creates a perfect storm of potential complications. This developing story serves as a critical reminder that cruise passengers need to stay informed about potential risks and changes to their planned itineraries. The cruise industry's rapid expansion into more exotic and remote destinations means that travelers are increasingly likely to encounter situations where safety concerns could dramatically alter their vacation experience. Understanding these risks and being prepared for unexpected developments isn't just advisable, it's essential for anyone planning to embark on adventure cruising in challenging environments. The situation with Carnival Pride demonstrates why staying connected with reliable cruise industry news sources and following developments in real time can make the difference between being prepared for challenges and being caught completely off guard by dangerous conditions that could impact your voyage. Don't let unexpected cruise disruptions catch you unprepared. Subscribe now for instant alerts about cruise industry developments, safety warnings, and breaking news that could affect your next voyage. Stay informed, stay safe, and never miss critical updates that could impact your cruise experience. Your safety and peace of mind depend on having access to timely, accurate information about conditions that could change everything.